How's everybody doing today? My name is Sean. Welcome to the Dragon Slayer. What we're going to be working on today is our spinning back kick. In our curriculum, we generically call it a spin kick. It's different than spinning hook, spinning cross, spinning wheel. This is going to be the spinning. It's not a spinning side kick. It's more of a spinning or turning back kick. And I'll explain. A big difference is going to be a lot of times you'll see the spinning side kick in Poomsae, where you actually turn around and do a side kick. This is going to be different. This is going to be a sparring technique. I firmly believe that there are different ways to throw kicks, one for sparring, one for Poomsae, and one for breaking. They're not necessarily all the same. I'm not going to throw a Poomsae style kick for board breaking, and the same kind of goes for sparring. So with that in mind, the spinning back kick that I'm going to show right now it's going to be a little bit different than what you may have seen before. Biggest difference is two major things, right? With this technique that I'm going to show, our first movement is forward, not turn. Okay, so that's going to be huge. The second thing is going to be my knee. When I'm using the technique, my knee is going to be pointing down at the ground this way instead of up here and throwing that side kick. That's going to be the big difference between the back kick and the side kick. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're not actually going to throw the kick. The first thing we're going to do is, I like to call this the flying butt. It kind of gives you an idea of how we're starting this technique and how we're going to throw it. So using the bag, I'm actually going to throw myself at the bag. I'm going to turn in the air and I'm going to make contact with my butt. Okay, and I'll explain why that's important. So again, the bag is my opponent. First thing I do is go forward, and I'm going to launch myself into the air, and I'm going to turn and hit the bag with my butt. All right, so I go forward and hit the bag with my butt. All right, so that's a really big jump. That's not necessarily what we're trying to accomplish when we get the technique down, but this helps. This helps learn, okay? One more time, the flying butt. I'm going forward. Think of yourself as you're a sprinter. You're in your blocks and you're ready to go. The first thing that they do is they go forward. Okay, so I'm gonna go forward, turn in the air, hit the bag with my butt. Okay, why do we do that? In the air, when we're turning, we're gonna get into what I, again, like to call, I've got names for all these things, I like to call the spin kick ball. All right, so when I get into the air, I'm going to be in this position here when I'm preparing to throw the kick. From here, my knee stays down and I kick straight back. All right, so why don't I turn first? It's a turning kick. Well, I don't turn first because I'm losing all of that power and all the momentum I can generate from driving forward. All right, you lose so much by just turning. With this kick specifically, obviously if you're throwing a spinning hook or a spinning crossing, that's completely different and does not apply here. All right, so if you see like power breaking competitions, if they're using this style of kick, the first thing they're doing is not turning. All right, so we want to keep that in mind. First thing I'm doing is going forward. I'm going to get into that spin kick ball, and I'm going to drive my leg towards the target with my knee at the ground. Now another thing, while we're doing this, it's abundantly clear in practice. When you have a partner and you have them turn around and throw a spinning side kick as opposed to like a spinning back kick, for sparring purposes, it's very extremely difficult to come in when somebody's throwing a spinning back kick compared to a spinning side kick. There is so much room to come in, and you can actually get inside that much easier while sparring. Obviously I don't have a partner here to show you and demonstrate that, but we can go over that in class. All right, so I'm gonna put it all together. I'm gonna go slow. So I'm not gonna be able to make the forward turn and everything because I'm gonna be going so slow. Just bear with me here, we'll get to that. So the first thing I do is go forward, right? So after I get here, I'm turning in the air, I'm in my spin kick ball, which is why I practice hitting the target with my butt. And I'm gonna drive that leg at the target here with my knee down, okay? Now let's go a little bit faster. All right, so I'm gonna go from here. First thing I do is go forward, again, driving at the target and throw with my knee down. One more time. Now you can see this is a very long kick. Well, what happens if you want to throw a spin kick here or a spinning back kick here? It's a different kick. All right, if you're in this range and I try and throw what I just demonstrated right now, I'm gonna go way beyond my target, and that's not gonna be effective at all. There's different types of kicks. There's a switching spin or spinning back, a jump switch. Those are gonna be for that range. For this, I'm trying to teach you how to do a powerful spinning back kick with your knee down properly so you don't get caught in a sparring situation with your knee up. And it's gonna be super powerful. So there's a reason for this type of spinning back kick specifically, and that's how we're gonna learn it to start, okay? Then we're gonna move on to the other spinning kicks, all right? So one more time, I'm here. Again, I'm far away, and I can adjust my distance depending on how hard I drive forward, right? I can drive forward and be a little bit closer, but remember, when I make this turn and I'm here in the spin kick ball, and I put my leg out, you know, I have to be very aware of how much I'm driving forward. So I can make a little bit of an adjustment, right? So I don't push as far, and I can still make good contact with the target, all right? So that is gonna be our spinning back kick for our curriculum. Again, there's different ways to do spinning techniques. That is going to be the one specifically for our curriculum that we are learning right now, and we'll move on to those other spinning techniques. All right, that's all for now. Class dismissed. Have a great rest of your day.